Oh, nothing like good old-fashioned Southern barbecue from Southern Utah, that is.
Yori Big Lud is here alongside his son-in-law Ammon to share some goodness from his St. George food truck, Big Lud's. Okay, Big Lud's, I hear that you are just a superstar from this lady.
So Dina, we took our show on the road live to St. George, and he pulled his food truck up right where we were shooting, and I got to sample, and I'm telling you, some of the best barbecue I've ever had. So you drove that truck up to Salt Lake City for us?
No, we're not that crazy, dude. It was snowing. We're lucky to get us up here. Yeah.
It's so good to see you.
Good to see you.
How's business?
Dude, it's busy. It's crazy. I mean, we're 80 to 100 hours a week. It's nuts. I got 4 daughters, 3 son-in-laws. We got everybody rolling. Catering, I was glad to hit January because catering, we didn't even think about that. You know what I mean? We're just fat guy that likes to cook. And then all of a sudden, everybody's like, can you do this? Can you do that?
We have this party. We have this Christmas party. Ammon, by the way, thank you for being on the show. I love that this is, Dina, all about family.
I know,
mean, in fact, they're standing behind the cameras right now.
All the hot people are back there.
So nice. Well, what a beautiful family. Yes, I agree. I'm looking at your beautiful wife and your daughters right now.
Said she's smoking hot. Smoking hot wife.
Smoking hot.
Smoking hot.
And daughters, so that means I'm a proven sire, right?
There you go.
I'd be worth big money in the horse business.
What is your signature? What do people... Oh, she's they're laughing.
Yeah, she's dying.
You're in big trouble.
I'm trouble. I'm used to it.
What do people love at Big Lud's?
We sell a ton of brisket. I mean, we sell a stupid amount of brisket. Brisket nachos. This chili has been nuts. So I was sitting home cutting up some mangoes and pineapple one day. My wife comes in. She goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "I think I'm going to make chili." She's like, "That's going to be gross. Like, you don't put mangoes and pineapple in chili."
Right? I wouldn't think so.
Why not? I don't know. Anyway,
so you did.
I was just trying to get my fruit in for the month. You know what I mean? I'm veggie intolerant, so I don't eat vegetables. But I thought I could get a little fruit in my diet. You know, that last segment, I could have killed that. I'm anti-diet. No, with the diet. Oh, the pie. Yeah.
I needed you.
I don't know why you had to go fat guy on that real fast. But anyway, so I started making chili. So I made this chili, right, with all this brisket and stuff, and it was like stupid good, right? So you got to have award-winning chili. Not really award, but award like a church. You know how they always do their little chili cook-offs? So we went to the chili cook-off. We won that. So now it's award-winning chili.
Just one ward out there really liked this chili.
They liked it.
Okay. Ammon said to me, "Do you want to help make it?" And I was like, "I don't think that I'm qualified, but I know that Nisha would love to put together some ingredients."
So here's the stupid part. So I made 5 gallons the first time thinking that'd get us through the weekend, right? 5 gallons is a lot of chili.
It didn't get you
Sold it out Friday at lunch. Gone, 5 gallons. We did 15 gallons the next day, sold out before
Saturday. How do you even keep up with the demand? You're so
Do you see how big his family is?
That's
who keeps up with all the demand, right? All right, what goes in first, Ammon?
Ammon, make us something.
Yes.
So we'll do the liquids first, just to get us started.
So that's our own barbecue sauce, Big Lud's barbecue sauce. And you can buy that from us or use your favorite barbecue sauce if you don't have it.
In?
No, I want you. Like, Ammon, you know what you're doing. Go ahead.
Seasoned vet over here.
How much tomato sauce? 3 cans?
3 cans, 50-ounce cans.
Okay.
And you can kind of hear, I can throw them away if you want, dude.
And is this one of those that needs to, once you put it all together, needs to sit and simmer?
So I'll let it cook for a couple hours before we serve that up. So that's kind of nice. But it just went crazy.
Where is your food truck in St. George?
We're on Bluff Street next to Neater's. So right on Bluff Street.
I know exactly where that is.
We say meat so good you don't need sauce, sauce so good you don't need meat. Had a dude call from Milwaukee when we were driving up. "Hey, can you send me some sauce? We're at your trailer. I can't get any good sauce in Milwaukee. You know, here's my address. Send me a bunch of sauce."
Do you do that?
We do anything.
Send out your sauce. Okay.
I never say no. My wife from Ammon was like, "Dude, we have 5 caterings on Saturday," and somebody calls, "Hey, can you cater 100 people?"
Time?
Yeah, no problem.
You guys are busy.
Don't let him answer the phone.
Oh, sorry.
I hear that you also have a YouTube channel where you're posting a lot. What are you doing? Is it behind the scenes stuff?
So
Is it cooking up recipes?
Yeah, we started that during whatever that thing was called.
That little pandemic?
Home. Yeah, I can't remember. I didn't participate, so I was fine. So that was cool. So we started filming on that. Actually, we had friends that said, "Hey, we made them dinner." So we took them dinner. They were sick. And I'm like, "How was it?" And the lady was like, "Dude, it was awesome." And, you know, my husband loved it. And I'm like, "Do you like it?" And she was like, "I'm allergic to stuff. I'm kind of weird." I'm like, "All right, what can you eat?" So then she told me, so we made that, took it over, and she didn't eat it again. She goes, Okay, I'm really weird. If I don't see the meat and stuff being prepared, I can't eat it. Like I can't go to a restaurant.
Interesting.
And so Tiff's like, I'll just film Yori cooking, you know, and I'm an idiot, you know what I mean? So I'm saying stuff popping off while we're doing that.
No,
and then,
you?
I know,
No.
weird, huh? Yeah. So
You
then
need
they're
your
like,
own show.
dude, we got to do some
You could
videos.
become a YouTuber yourself.
Well, you could go see me in those stadiums and stuff.
I would love to.
I'm kind of
That's what I'm
shy, so I
thinking.
just hang out.
And you seem very shy.
Yeah.
Ammon, what'd you dump in there? I saw Rotel.
So you got 4 Rotel. So you got the 2 of the hot and then 2 of the fire roasted.
Okay.
Let's see what else we
So
got.
we're some beans. Put some beans in there too.
Some spicy chili beans. You want to make sure to keep that juice because it gives it a little extra spice in there. Pour
Okay,
all
we
that
are
in.
stirring that up. We've got to go to break
Stirred up. Oh,
already. We're
crap,
not
that's
done.
dumb, dude.
We're finishing the chili.
Okay, I'm gonna
with
start
Big Lud
butter.
with Ammon when we come back with more Good Things
Mangoes.
Utah after this. Take it away, Big Lud.
Mangoes, pineapples. That was a fast 5 minutes. Holy cats.